going on with y'all, man? I'm Trendsetta Shady, leader of the division. Y'all already know this is the Shady Show. Real life, real people, real talk. I got a special friend of mine's here today, man. Go by the name of International Hawk. He from West Philly all the way through and through. Ain't nothing different about that. You know, so West Philly stand up. We're gonna have a good interview. Hey Bugsy, stop talking shit. Well, make sure y'all come in the door, like, subscribe, and share in that order, man. Make sure y'all showing some love, man. It ain't even about everything else. It's about showing love. Let's go. I'm gonna bring my man Hawk Diddy in, and we're really gonna get this thing started. I got wet and cake gelato. Yo, bro, what it do, man? What's up, man?
What's up, nigga?
All right, so look, check it, man. You on a Shady Show, and you seen the Shady Show, so you know the practice. It's time to introduce yourself to the people, man. Let them know who you is, where you from, and why you here, man. Let them know.
Yeah. What's going on, man? Shout out to the Shady Show, man. My nigga Shady for having me, man. It's International Hawk, aka Hawk Diddy, aka King Jaffe, aka what the fuck. West side of the goddamn building, man.
They know what's up. They know what's up. You hear me? Look, check this out, man. It's a lot of people in the city that in the city that don't know who you are. You hear me? Pardon me. It's a lot of people in the city that don't know who you are. It's a lot of people that know who you are, and predominantly the people that know who you are is the rappers, right? And the bitches. Right, and the money getters, but not so much as like where your headphones at?
I can hear you. Can't hear me?
No, see, it gotta have the same connection on both ends, and that's what makes it better. So boom, you got it.
You got it.
Yeah, but I can't see you now.
Let's see if it pop back in.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you good. You good. So
pop again.
Good. Yeah. Let the people know, like, all right, so let me ask you this. Growing up, you from Philly, right? Born and raised in Philly, right?
Where
you was born and raised at?
Yeah. I'm raised in Philly, but my dad was a military pilot, so I was born in Colorado.
Okay.
I came to Philly when I was like 2.
Did you move around?
Yeah.
I'm saying after you came to Philly.
It's basically where I was raised at. No.
Okay, all right. So look, check it. You from Philly, West Philly. What part?
58th in Filbert, 60th in Market. I was raised on the 60th in Market, but I made my bones on 58th Street. You know what I mean? And so it's like, shout out to 60th in Market, shout out to 58th in Filbert. You know what I mean? So being raised one place but coming up on another, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you out there, you in the belly of the beast. What years you coming up? What years we talking about? You coming up, now you out there.
96.
96.
Like I started cars. Yeah, I still.
Listen, I want you to know I'm speeding a little bit, right? But that's because I'm trying to get to the good part. I want you to know.
Let's get it, nigga.
I'm walking them through. You hear me? I'm walking them through. So
let's get it.
When you get introduced to this rap thing, Hot?
Oh man, I really loved hip hop since like I was like 8, man. No bullshit. Right. I used to like write raps and just hang them on my mom's wall. We lived in a fucking one-room shack with a wall dividing us.
Right.
I used to hang my motherfucking raps on the wall. And it was always for the love. Like, I think at that time, Slick Rick and LL was booming at the time.
What? Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah.
Run that shit back out. Who was booming?
Yeah. Slick Rick and LL. That was my nigga. I need love. Know what I mean? Cars drive by with the booming systems.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And so like,
And I
what do you
was
what do you remember your earliest like turn on rap being like, you know what, I'm gonna be a rapper?
um fast forward to 90, we can fast forward to 93.
Right,
I'm in Texas. I'm in Houston, Texas for the summer with my uncle or whatever.
right,
And I'm sitting there watching the TV, the box
right.
was
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? If any of you motherfuckers
Yeah,
know about it, know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm watching the videos and shit, and this little nigga came out. Usher had just came on the scene, man.
what was
I'm
7
like, this
o'clock?
little motherfucker dancing and singing.
My
Get the
way.
nah.
Which one?
Yeah, like the first joint he ever had when he had the low ass U chain on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it was that Usher? Was that the name of the song? Was that the name of the project?
I couldn't tell you, man. I'll be alive. You might know it, and I don't, and that's why I can't
Right.
catch it. But I know the little nigga was dancing, and I'm like, man, this nigga do this shit. I had two little cousins. They was Muslim, Rabi and Rakai. I'm like, yo, put your shit on. We going outside to shoot a video.
Yeah,
I had I had a little video camera and everything. It was my dances and all that.
yeah.
I'm like, man, I said, we could do this shit.
Ain't no fucking
So
doubt.
I really I took to it, and I was hooked off the Ice Cube shit.
Right.
I came up off of West Coast. I was in love with that. You know what I mean? When NWA came out, I was like, yeah, I'm
You
feeling
know
that
what,
shit.
man, bro? Being a kid from Philly, like one of my biggest music inspirations was Bone Thugs and Harmony. I still think they was the greatest group, or they the greatest group of all time. That's just my personal opinion, bro.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's just my personal opinion.
Shit, like I feel
Yeah,
like Q, you know what I mean? I just love when I've been knew he wrote the recs back in the day. This is how much I was intuitive about hip hop. I'm like, yo, this nigga right. I said he fired. And then I liked the 6'4s. I liked the car jumping up and down. And I wasn't too much with the gang banging, but I liked this shit right here with them niggas throwing their hands up.
yeah,
I said, damn, that shit look cool.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had a
But
dream of riding a low rider for a long ass time. I got to do it. Shout out to my man K. And I'm in East Side, 7th Street Crip. Shout out to K, man. And shout out to Low
you
Key K
beat
for
me
me.
to the punch. I want to get in one of them.
Yeah, so it was love. The whole time I was living out Cali, you know, I was living out Cali for all that time and never got in a low rider because
That's
I
crazy,
had my
man.
own cars, bro. So I never even thought to go get in nobody else's car. That's not even a thought that crossed my mind. Go get in that nigga car. What? No, I got my own car.
Yeah. No, but see, that's one of that. That was one of them things like when in Rome. You
Right.
know what I mean? When in Rome, do as the Romans do, nigga. Fuck we go
Yeah.
in for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck the wills we do when we on the side where it's a culture.
Let me ask
So
you this.
yeah,
What was that first rap that made
fuck
people
with you.
stop and say, hold up, shorty, you rap? When did it get different?
Yo, be honest with you, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had thousands. It was these niggas on the corner. Old head boy Huck,
Yeah.
G's. I used to go around there. Like when I wrote my raps, I used to go to the Chinese store, get my
Yeah.
little juices, and I used to like, yo, listen to this shit. I used to spit for the old heads. They be like, man, get the fuck off the corner. You spitting nine shit. That ain't shit. And it used to make me mad to go write some more shit. And I
Yeah.
would come back, like, listen to this shit. And they be like, man, get the fuck out of here. That ain't your shit, young boy.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking they playing me.
Word.
But the whole time it was, yo, that shit too nice for it not to be yours. But my mind state was like, these niggas playing with me, man. Like, this ain't my shit. Let me
Words,
go
man.
write some more shit. You know what I mean?
And that
And
shit
I
put you.
like, yo, you want me to give you some real shit, Shady, man? I
What year?
didn't
What
know I
year we
was
talking?
this. Huh?
What year we talking about? Man, fuck all that shit, Hawk. Let's get into the good shit, man. Who you was what's going on when you running around with this rap shit? Cause niggas don't know you was running around doing this shit on another level, man. Let's get into the good shit, man. Fuck all that. That shit is awkward. I know you too well to be going through that awkward shit. Nah, fuck all that, man. They can do their research on that, man. Get to the good shit, Hawk. Talk to me, baby. Take me through the motherfucking era, baby. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Walk me through this shit. You got me tiptoeing around shit. Hit that shit, man. Hit the corner.
All right, we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes. Like,
let's go, man.
All right, boom. I got crazy. You know, I had gotten into the mix with some good dudes or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Some real popular dudes. So my sock hat went up with the shit that I was, you know, finally rapping about. I was being able to bring it into a fruition as a kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So quickly, I'm on a post or whatever at that time. We was all on the streets hustling or whatever. And I'm on a post on the 8. And word got back, it was a guy named Biz Crawley, lived on little Commerce Street. Okay. And he was connected with a chick named Angel, whom brother was Kirk Burroughs, whom was the starter of Bad Boy, but currently Mary J. Blige's manager at the time. Okay. And this was about 98. This was 98 when everything was firing up, everything was heating up in my life. And just in general, you know what I mean? So 98, I'm on the block. Motherfucker come through like, yo, you the young boy. I'm like, I mean, I rap, you know what I mean? But like, let me tell everybody, yo, we didn't rap for deals. We wasn't spitting to get no deals. It was a culture. Yeah. We did battles. We ran down the corners. You and your niggas was hot, man. My niggas was hot. We was with the real battle. Like what me and you did at the jail was the culture. I didn't know you. You didn't know me. We just was spitting. That shit made you go back to the lab and want to be a better writer. That's what we did it for at that time. So we just was on the strip playing around. You know what I mean? I'm working the shit. Yo, let's spit. I'm hotter than you, nigga. So it was like, once a person came, it's like, yo, you spit, let me hear you. I'm actually on the block, my nigga. I got my deal serving up. I'm serving, spitting bars. Hold up, what you doing? The chick, Angel, was just out of her car. She was scared because she was in her car with the beats on, but the window down. Stuck, like, yo, you write your own shit? I'm like, yeah. She was like, I'm gonna call you. Called me the next day. We went up to New York. I met Mary.
You met Mary J. Blige?
You know what I mean? But I was on some.
You met Mary J. Blige?
Yeah, I met Mary J. Blige. Shout out to Mary J. Blige.
Hey, Hawk, at this point,
about 98.
At this point, 15 minutes into the situation, I'm gonna turn it down. I'm sorry, but at this point, 15 minutes into the situation, it's established that you're a rapper, right?
No,
I'm saying we established that you're a rapper on here. You're a rapper. You're a rapper. That's why you're on here, right? Let me get some. I'm high. Drop that shit. Let me hear that shit. Come on, Hawk. Hawk, we dancing all around this bitch. This our show today, Hawk. Come on.
But let me get to this. We not rappers, Shady. We artists. We paint pictures. Rap is a segment. Yo, you an artist.
Picture.
I'm gonna paint that picture, man.
Paint the picture, Hawk.
He said this, man. Do remember, we hustled all through the winter. The crew was sent. Old school said we'd be cool, just make it through December, tighten up. So whenever it tighten up, you can stand the rain. A good hand's based on the ability to understand the cane. Planting flames, it get tricky in the pot. Iffy, you go to corner, come back jiffy when it drops. Sticky, drop a few cubes, it's not an option to lose. Top gun, same as the time the bitches watch when I cruise. It won't be nothing but the top that I lose upon this winning streak. I pay my dues to rule with iconic energy. I charge batteries automatically, want not. I'm a jump box to you called batteries. Magically, I make the O's disappear. Nigga, listen here, tipping spears out on the dock with my fishing gear. I'm shipping gears at warp speed on your 4 speeds. Dip and hit the pier with your whore till she got sore knees. 4 skis, suicide doors like it's not a murder case. Few blow, snow cone band, but it got the Sherbert face. For sure to taste all this food in every air. She make her ass out of safe. He said for sure to taste all this frozen dairy here, make that ass such and say focus on the dairy here. I'm straight. OGs told me better than that. If I ain't learned nothing else, they told me never to rap. Facts. We made it right for what we knew was wrong for what y'all knew. They said tight, we got the oldies home. What y'all do? In the VIP lit with our rollies on, like fuck y'all crew. All else died the click, yeah, fuck y'all too, man. What's up?
So now you meet Mary. How'd that go? We at Mary J. Blige. Where you at? The crib? Where y'all at? Like the crib, a restaurant, a studio?
We're in a studio, in a Manhattan studio. We at Quad Studio.
Oh yeah, that's the shit.
Mistaken.
Oh yeah, that's what Pac got shot at. Did you ever put your fingers in the bullet holes? You see in the elevator, you ever put your finger?
Listen.
I put my finger in. I don't know what made me do that. I think they said that's the bullet holes that Pac got hit, but I put my finger in the bullet hole. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I got some of that energy out of there. Welcome to Wakanda. I stuck my finger in that right there on the elevator. Some Brooklyn niggas left them joints in there. I put the finger in there. It was like, what the fuck? Those some big ass joints, man. Some big ass holes. I ain't gonna lie, but go ahead though. Y'all at Quads. Mary J. Blige at Quads. So hold up, you at Quad Studios, you walking in, the guard right there on the right, the man right there at the desk. You gotta come up, cause they call up, they let y'all they get on elevator, you go up, you get off the elevator and you walk into one of these studios that's in there, and Mary J. Blige is there. What the fuck is the vibe?
Actually, we ended up getting there before her. So we in there cooling, I'm busting with the engineer or whatever, waiting on her to come up. So she finally get in there and she speak to everybody. Like, hi. And you know, I'm sitting I'm a little cocky. I already got rolling on. So I'm already a little in my position. You know what I mean? So when she speak, we speak. I never directly said nothing to her. No bullshit. She stayed around for a couple minutes, left out. Like 5 minutes later, we get a call up to the studio. Like, what happened? Mary was very upset. She said that the nigga was disrespectful. I'm like, what? She telling her I ain't speak to her, and it was actually a real bad first encounter. You know what I mean?
Shit.
And yeah, it went like that, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, this must be sensitive. I'm like, she never spoke to me
I ain't
directly.
gonna lie, but Hawk, you's an arrogant motherfucker. You one of the most arrogant motherfuckers I know. But I love you. But it's an arrogance that's I mean, I like it. It's you. You know who remind me of you when I see him?
I know, but
you know who remind me of you when I run into him and I see him on the internet and I be listening to him. I sit back. Enough said. He do. Yeah. He remind me of the younger you that I met. You feel what I'm saying? Bar for bar, the energy bar for bar. The younger you that I met, I ran into you then. So when I be seeing him, I be tripping in my head. I be like, this shit crazy. Shout out to London.
I like his energy.
Yeah. So enough said be reminding in my head, I be like, this nigga like Hawk when we was kids.
He repping that West too, man. So shout out to enough said.
He repping it hard, but so damn, you got this bad first encounter. How you rebound, bro?
You know, at that time, talent, like people were sought after. It wasn't every artist, you know what I mean? And it was the voice. Now that I know now, I didn't know back then what they were so fishing for, because like you said, my arrogance was like, bitch, I'm already, you know what I mean? So not knowing that I could have reached a bigger plateau than where I was. You understand what I'm saying? I want every artist to know that. That's not cool to be that arrogant. You understand? Because you'll play yourself out of a lot of opportunities. And even though my life was still grand, it could have been grander. You understand?
Yeah, word.
So, back to it. The voice. They wanted the voice. They like, man, this shit. I'm kidding, man. This shit so deep, baritones and whatnot like that. And they was on my ass. After that, it wasn't even a meeting with her, because it was really out of her hands. Like, management was like, yo, we need that. You know what I mean? So, her thing was like, whatever the squad. I never really seen her up until I turned down the deal. So now it came back like, what's up? But at this time, my OG at the time, they getting whiffed at the industry want the kid. So he like, fuck it, man. We gonna start our own label. You know what I mean? They ain't really ready
Who
to
this
give you nothing
OG?
that we ain't got. F,
Who this
Mikey
OG?
F. Shout out to Mikey
Mikey
F.
F.
This
Okay, shout
Mikey
out
F.
to Mikey
Yeah,
F.
shout out to F. And he like, yo, this lady dead. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? We rolling. So they come to the crib. They come to my manager, like, what's up? We gonna go up to New York. I'm like, I'm cool. I said, I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and sit tight with my crew. You know what I mean? So I went at her. No, I went at her because my man Fur. Long live my man Fur too. You know what I mean? He was my comrade. So my man Fur rap too. So I'm like, go to Mary and them. I'm like, look, man, if y'all want to sign me, sign my man. Sign my man and I'm signing the deal. We out. They like, no, we don't want you, man. We just want you. Now, I should have took the deal, got myself established, and came back and got crew. But I didn't. You know what I mean? I just said, fuck it, I'm rocking with crew. Turned down the deal. They came to my mom's house, Mary, Kirk Burroughs, and Angel, begging me, like, yo, man, please. I'm like, man, look, I ain't signing my man, you know what I mean? Little young dumbass kid. That mean I'm like, look, you ain't signing crew, I'm done. I spin, you know what I mean? We take it to the mix. But I ended up getting locked up. My man got killed. They called me right up at the jail. They got me out of jail. I was in a juvenile jail, supposed to be going like 24 months. I'm on 13 months, like a 24-month bid. I'm in there fucked up. They called the jail. Get me out. As soon as my man died, they jumped right on my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I pushed the deal. They like, we gonna get you home. I'm like, fuck it, I'll give me home. I'll sign this shit right now.
Yeah,
I never even read the.
You gotta change your heart.
Yeah, nah. I want to get the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
They
change
said,
your heart. It's not about no, I ain't gonna sign a deal. I need that deal right now. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I need that. Right. I'm like, I need that. And it wasn't even for the bread. I'm like, I just gotta get the fuck out of here.
So at the time,
They
what is
got
the
me
deal?
out.
What's the deal? Break down the deal because 95% of the rappers in Philly never gonna get a deal. So break that down to them. Probably 98% of the rappers.
I was signed to a production deal with Mary and her manager. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Ultimately, was supposed to shop for a label deal. So we was looking for distribution.
So was you the first rapper Mary ever signed? Did she ever sign a rapper after that?
Yeah.
Did she ever sign a rapper
Never
after
before,
that?
never after.
So you was the first and only rapper
Nope.
Mary J. Blige ever signed. What the fuck?
Ain't that crazy?
So
I never even thought about that.
yeah, that's history, bro. You tripping?
That's real shit.
That's history, bro.
Yo, Mary ain't never signed an artist before me or after me.
Man, that's history, bro.
I was the closest thing that ever got to her. How I even got on the album was crazy.
You got on Mary album?
Everybody thinking, yeah.
What's
I was on No More Drama. You know, when I had got the production deal, as soon as I was coming home, she was recording No More Drama. When I was coming home, as soon as I come home, so
and that
we
song
had our
out,
own
that song out
studio.
there?
Yeah, it's on the album. Track 11, No More Drama Dance With Me. What happened was,
I know that song, but I didn't know you was on
with,
that album. I didn't know you was on that song.
What happened? Yeah. They took me off and put comment on it, but that was politics based on shit happened. Like management fucked her over for 400 bands, bust her little budget down. You know what I mean? Robbed her for a budget because that's the type of shit that go on in hip hop. You know what I mean? You get them budgets and motherfuckers that deal with that money. So it was alleged. I'm gonna say that it was alleged that that budget was tampered with 400 bands down. So and that was for No More Drama. I'm still waiting for money from Universal. A lot of producers didn't get paid. A lot of relationships got fucked up. You understand what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. What part did you play exactly on No More Drama as it currently stands now out on the charts?
Well, I was on the original album. When they
Right.
did the remaster album, I couldn't be located for shows and things of that nature. So they had to carry on because that was supposed to be the next single after Family Affair. But they couldn't locate me for shows and appearances because
So I'm
they
trying to
was
figure out
told
where
I was
your
locked
version.
up.
I want to hear that shit. I'm trying to figure out what
It's
your
on
version.
there. You gotta type it. You gotta type it in on YouTube. Like it's on there on YouTube. I'm gonna send it to you. Like you gotta type it in. There's a
What's
certain
your
way you
version?
type this shit in order. Yeah,
Man,
it's on
man,
YouTube.
send it to
And
me
the
right quick. I'll pull
lost.
it up. No, we're gonna get you your check. Fuck that. I know how to get you your check.
Go
You
to this
tripping?
job.
What?
Go to Chasing Lies. It's called Chasing Lies, Mary J. Blige. That was I did 2 songs on her album, but you know how when it goes to can, certain songs might not make the album. So one song made it and then one song didn't, but they finally ended up rotating the other song. Finally,
You
so
said Chase Mary J. Blige, Chasing
you know what's
Lies,
crazy? Chasing Lies.
and
And
then
if you
and you
listen,
huh?
man, dance for me,
If I listen to what?
dance for me. That's the
Oh,
original joint to
so is you which track you want me to listen to?
Chasing Lies.
You on it?
Yeah. But if you will notice, they never put my name on it because I was never an official artist. I was doing shit that I was an unofficial artist doing shit that official artists was doing. I was
Right.
on the
You got.
Traffic soundtrack, the movie Traffic.
Oh shit! You on it?
I
Hey
was on the
hot!
soundtrack.
Hey
Yeah.
hot! Hey fucking hot! Hold up, man.
Stop playing me, man.
Hold up, hot!
I'm a dime in this shit.
Hold
This real
up.
shit.
Hey hot! Hold on. This is exclusive. Hold up. Hold up. Hot! You be tripping, man. Why the fuck, man? You be tripping. Hold up, man.
I'm a dime on me. You know what I mean? The history is there. People just gotta dig it up. You know what I mean? That's
Hold
why
on.
I don't really be trying to hear stuff, man. I wasn't even 20.
Yo, can you hear me
Yes,
out?
nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Yo, when you do that, you did that after we met?
2000 and shit. 2000. 2000 when I came home. I came home December. I came home November 2000. Hold up. I came on November 2000. I did that like December of 2000. And the album came out in like 2001 or 2 or something like that.
Wait. So listen, how did that
Yeah.
verse? How did that verse go? One more time.
It was crazy, right? Because the neighborhood went more crazy. I was being modest about the whole deal. I was never really excited about, you know what I mean? I kind of shied away from it, and I never took advantage. I never took full advantage of the stardom. To be honest with you know what I mean. Certain things had me already caught up mentally as a child. You know what I mean. It was too much for me. If I really think that going down was more than the child really can handle, and I didn't have. That's where all that arrogance came in at. Being it was a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? Of not understanding what all this power was. And I can't look weak to having it because I got it, because I fought this shit into existence. That's why you got to be careful what you ask for, because you'll get it sometime before you actually ready for it and lose it even faster. You know what I mean? So when I'm telling you these things about that shit, yeah, a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good, bro. I can hear you. I can hear you good. I don't
Yeah,
know. They say my joint down. I'm back. I
you
mean, I can
perfect.
hear the motherfucking chairs squeaking, so I don't know. I mean, I'm up now. But
But you think that's
not to get it, I think a big part of the story that's missing is people probably sitting back saying, why the fuck can you do this? So a big part of the story that's missing is why. Do you want to get into, and before you get into that, I just want to say this. I know that it's a lot of things that specifics that don't gotta, go into, but it's a lot of things we can go into. And on a Shady show, I'm
first I
starting
want to
to
say, yo, I love you.
I
I
love you
want
too.
let me say this, man. I love you, nigga. You got me excited. The way you even allow me to open up about, because this is what I really care for about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rhymes that I spit is really because of my passion. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But I never really got a chance to tell my story,
Right.
which
Right.
never
And
really mattered because I felt like, yeah.
no, it mattered
So
though.
shout
It
out to
mattered though.
fucking Shady Shoot, man.
It mattered though, Hawk. I'm gonna tell you why it mattered. It's gonna you're gonna understand why it matters when we get to the part of the story where me and you meet. All right. So then you gonna understand
Exactly.
why it matters. So before you do
Say
that,
more.
I
Say
know
more.
we ain't going to some street shit,
I fuck with
and
you.
I ain't actually going to no crimes and nothing like that. But you could paint a story without getting indicted.
This
So on
why
the
the
Shady
Shady
show,
Show is the illest because he's setting me up.
yeah, no, the Shady show. I gotta let you know for sure. So you have to know this when we talking, and just know that Shady want the story, not all the other stuff. I just want the players and just an understanding of
That's
why
crazy.
you didn't go with a millionaire. Yeah, yeah. I want to get that
Exactly.
story, because that's where West Philly come as part of
Exactly.
that. Right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because everything, when people idolize something and certain things, people got to realize the things you idolize is actually living. So they're gonna make mistakes. You know what I mean? And you might not
Right.
even see your idol's mistake, but they made it so it was done with grace. So yeah, fast forwarding, the deal was in, we rolling or whatever. But what happened was, see, what people don't realize is I changed hands so fast with this label shit. It happens like that. So when the budget got tampered with, remember when I told you they raped Mary's budget for 400 bands, and nobody knew what happened. A lot of those songs were done on the strength that was Mary. We gotta get paid. You know what I mean? Where people gotta realize that too. Shit happens like that in the industry. Fuck the street shit. You know what I mean? So I didn't know nothing about it. I left. My
Right.
whole goal was just to get home from jail. I'm like,
Right.
man, y'all get me home from jail with this deal, I'm signing right now. So once
Right.
I got home, me getting on the album, I was in a room recording.
Hmm.
I was in one room recording. She should be in the other room recording. And one day I just ended up walking back there, like listening to the song. Like, damn, she's like so inviting. Come on now. I'm like, damn, I'm a kid. But I'm still trying to play my part because folks I come up around showed me how to be, still keep my poise in the face of the stardom. You know what I mean? So it's like she bringing up on how cool I am. Like, yeah, I'm listening to the one song, the song I ended up getting on, dancing. She's playing the song. She's like, "How you like this?" I was like, "That shit hot." I said, "It sound like it need a rapper on there." I was calling like Jadakiss or somebody. You know what I mean? That was my favorite rapper at the time. I'm like, man, shit. That shit sound like it need Kiss or something on there. She was like, "You got something for that?" I was like, "Yeah, I could probably come up with something for that shit. Put the beat on." She was like, "Go ahead and give me the first 8 bars." It was like 8 bars in the beginning. I went that motherfucker. I freestyled that shit.
Right.
Boom, bang, 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 bang. Came out there, and I never thought nothing of it because I never believed on myself. I'm about to give you some real shit, Shady. Fast forward, I didn't know I was that hot till we battled.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was
Straight
a
niggas,
fucking.
we was fast
I
forward,
ain't
we
gonna lie.
battled.
That shit was legendary, bro. That shit was legendary. It was
It was
hours. How
super
many hours?
legendary,
How many
homie.
hours we battled for, bro?
A whole fucking yard, homie.
3 hours. We battled for three
We
hours,
went a
bro.
whole yard and ain't listen
3 hours,
and
bro.
never spit the same rap
And
twice.
never spit the same raps twice. And every
We
every
gonna get
every
to that,
every punch was a power punch.
nigga.
Every fucking rap was a power punch. When you told me about the midgets and the cartwheels and all this dumb shit, I'm like, this nigga fucking drawing, man. Like, this nigga fucking drawing, man. I was mad as shit. I'm like, this
Hey,
nigga, here
look,
we
cause
go.
they kept
I'm like,
coming
here we
back.
go.
You know how I was Batman at the jail. So when you
Yeah.
came to the jail, I was like Superman, and you was like Kryptonite. You hit the jail and everybody like, yeah, it's a nigga up here go fuck with this little West Philly nigga. You know what I mean? And I'm like, remember I never was coming out because you the first dude that introduced, yes, you the first dude that introduced songs, dog.
Right, in the battle,
I wasn't
right?
writing no fucking songs like that, man. They said this nigga out there with keyboards, he got beat, hook, song. I'm like, what? Oh, who the fuck is he? I'm like, man, he ain't hot. I ain't never even hear you and shit, but
Yeah.
everybody said Shady Black, man, Shady Black, this shit. I'm like, man. So I'm gonna think of who it was came in on the block. He like, man,
Right,
I got
Sonny or
he like, man, I got
Bunker.
10 packs.
Probably Bunker.
No, it was a young boy. It was a young boy from uptown, dog.
From uptown.
Shiz, little light skinned Shiz that was up there with he had a wheel. He had a little young boy
Yeah,
wheel.
yeah.
And he came back in there like, man, he was a gambling ass little nigga. He like, man, I got 10 packs that the nigga Shady will take you up, huh? And I'm like, what? So you my man Jarrell in there, he the backboards. He jumped right out of his zone. Motherfucker, we got the whole jail. It's 20 packs. Woo. So I'm like, man, nah, we ain't into that.
Yeah.
So a couple, like a day or two more went by, and I swear to God, the nigga had the jail lit ever since he touched it. It's no bullshit. And I wasn't even playing the yard. And I'm like, man, hold the fuck up, man. We going outside today. It was a nice day. I said, yo, we going outside today. She was the whole fucking rap out here. So I'm like out there, and I'm like
Yo, I'm
listening.
gonna
I'm
tell
like,
you what's
man,
going on in my
god
head, on
damn.
my end. Go ahead, though.
I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
god damn, this nigga is fire. Like a put together artist. That's why I said this ain't rap. These are categories, Shady. Rapping is rapping. You know what I mean? Artistry is artistry.
Yeah.
You got the it factor. You know what I mean? Then my
Thank you,
old
bro.
school was talking about this is dudes that know how to rap. And yo, you brought that to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You made me level the fuck up as far as songs.
Yeah.
That was the first inspiration. Like, man, this nigga is concept the fuck out.
Hey, I put a team together in there. Remember, I had fucking Mac, I had Tan. I put a whole team together.
Yeah, dog, you had a production team in jail, nigga.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that
You
shit,
understand
dog.
what I'm saying?
It was
You dig
crazy.
what I'm saying? So it's like I was excited by that, and you were younger than me. You know what I mean? That's why I said age don't got nothing to do with it. It
Mm-hmm.
is just certain levels of things you tap into your mind whenever you're ready to tap it. You tap into that shit. I was like, damn, that shit take a big. That's why when you dropping all these back to back albums, I ain't surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you was all imagine that when you came to us, you had like 100 songs, maybe 200 songs.
That shit was crazy. And I don't even be using them joints.
You
I don't
did?
even use them joints. I let the
That's what
folk
I'm
know
saying.
they like.
But they muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's really all muscle memory. You know what I
Let me
mean?
tell you,
You
on my
know, and
end,
just certain
I don't want to get too far away from your story, right? This is a part. I remember part of it, but I don't want to get too far away from it because you got a lot more of it, right? But I want to tell you this: on my end, when I got to that motherfucking jail, the first thing I was thinking about was getting a banger. You already knew that because I got kicked out of the you remember? You remember I got kicked out of the other jail. So I'm like,
You
nah,
knew
they
why you was there.
yeah. So I'm in the hole, and all I'm thinking in the hole is, dang, I don't know one person in this jail. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I was thinking. How the fuck they send me all the way out here? I don't know one person. So now I'm sitting in the hole and I'm looking at that wall, and people back there asking me, yo, where you from? Yo, what jail you came from? Yo, are you over here? This, that, and the third. I ain't trying to get nobody to drop on me. I'm not trying to have nobody bang me out so I get out.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm quiet. I'm quiet. I ain't even let nobody know. Then they take me out the hole, and then they put me on the orientation block, that little orientation block right there. Like what's that? Like A block or something? No, it's like it's not
Exactly.
C. Is it C?
Is it C? Oh, exactly. With the new block, right?
Yeah, it was
With
C.
the blue doors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
C with the door. They put me on C block. So now I'm over C block with the dude that killed his mom. Remember the boy that killed his mom, the E man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm over there with him. He killed his mom. I'm there. I'm like, this a fucking crazy ass jail. And they got me on the block with this dude that killed his mom. This jail a little weird. I ain't used to this type of jail right here. This something different. I'm used to people that kill people in the streets. They put me over here with somebody that killed their mom. He burnt me out. But then slowly but surely, I started seeing people. One of the first people I seen at that jail was Coleon. Remember?
Hey, can I hey, Shady on this sidebar, man? Listen, man. Big Speed bottles and planes hats for all 2021, man. You
Ain't
cop
no
a
doubt.
bottle or drink a bottle of this shit a week, man. You support black businesses. We helping Jehovah build that motherfucking billion back up to a quadrillion, man. And it's to the Be Really Real podcast, man. And I want you to have him on here too, man. I told him
Yeah,
lots
I'm gonna
about you,
tap
man.
in with him. I'm gonna tap in with
Yeah,
him.
and you gonna have
So
to be
listen,
able to tap in with him as well. Yeah,
ain't
but
no, so check it. I start tapping in with people. Corleone tell me, hey man, you know it's this nigga over here from West Philly, man. Nigga hot.
let me
You know,
let the record show
yeah.
too, right?
Let the
We
record speak.
unified some shit.
Yeah, we unified because
We
that
was
jail
on
was
some
broke apart.
GO shit,
Yeah, the
and
jail was
we,
broke apart.
yo, music unified some fucking gorillas and animals, man. I bullshit you not, man. And I want to let the record show that, man. No, shout
Yeah.
out to North Philly, man.
So he's like, man,
Fucking
this nigga from
trip.
West Philly. I'm like, nah, nigga from West Philly got it? Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. So now I'm in the yard every day. They telling me you gonna show up, but you never show up. Right? I'm at your homie's necks. I'm at Sunny Neck. I'm at Bunker Neck. I'm at everybody neck, bro. I'm at
I
everybody
had
neck. Like, yo, what's up with your man? A week go by, you don't show up. One day I'm out there, we bopping under the pavilion. Motherfucking keyboard going. Boom, 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 boom. Niggas bent over the keyboard. I look up. It's about 3, 4 niggas walking towards me, man. Appreciate that. Fuck what's up? What's up? What's
niggas
up?
just strapped
Now
with
mind
packs and
you,
cigarettes like they was
yeah,
pistols.
mind you, me and Hot don't know each other. We never seen each other. I don't know this is Hot. I don't know him. He walking up. They walking up. They established who they walking up and why they walking up. They talking to me. Hey man, here go my man right here. All right, what's up with you, man? What's up?
Shady start letting that shit off.
Yo, from that battle,
Yo.
that's the only battle that I've ever used every last one of my reps in.
I made you empty the clip.
Bro.
You made me empty the clip.
And remember we said that.
I had to bring the whole clip. Like, oh shit, nigga, I'm empty.
Yo, bro. I banged my leg. You bang your last joint, and I banged my last joint, and it was like, at this point, oh, I got off on you on the first time hot. Remember, you said you needed your money back. You got off on me on the second time, and then the third time, bro, we tied it. I got off on you on that first time, bro. You wasn't prepared for that. You remember that? You was not prepared for that. That last time was when we went to 3 hours, bro. The first battle, you wasn't prepared for that. I won that.
I'm gonna tell you where you went. You did. You want listen? I'm gonna listen. That one, right? It was really more so. The first one was more so. It ended up to be so epic that it wasn't a battle. It was a show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you, my brother, I give you that one. Because you want me to tell you, the comeback I had is, like I said, you made me really polish my shit and show me that I was hot.
Mm-hmm.
I never really cared about who I was. You know what I mean? To all them years, Mary Dill, I always confused. Like, why the fuck they want me? What they ain't trying to do? I remember this when I got the check, my nigga, swear on my dad. My manager called me like, yo, man, what the fuck we been looking for you? I'm like, what's up? They like, yeah, well, you know, did you get that check in mail? Now, mind you, my mom told me a check came. I never even opened it. I was like, yeah, I don't want y'all fucking money. Y'all trying to get me locked in. I ain't into that.
Right.
She like, no, that's your money for the song. I don't forgot I did the song with the bitch and everything.
Mm.
I'm like, no. She like, no, baby, that's yours.
Hop, you can't call me.
Call my mom. I'm like, yo, mom. Excuse me, baby. That's my baby. I didn't mean that.
All right, got you.
Yeah, let me get my lingo together. Yeah, let me get my lingo together. Let me apologize. Hold on, let me run myself back. Yeah, no, let me, because that's my baby. I love Mary J. Blige. I'm just an ignorant individual at times. So I got to check myself in real time, and I'm glad I'm here doing that. That is my baby. She is the purest woman I ever came to know that had stardom, dog. I ain't even talking about the moments we've had. Like, Shorty made me feel, yo, she should call my line. Like, what's up, nigga? I'm like, yeah, what's going on, man? Why you don't be calling me? I'm like, I don't call you. I don't be wanting to sweat you. She like, nigga, you family.
Yeah, damn.
Her brother was my man, Bruce. Shout out to Bruce. Her sister was my folks. Shout out to Toya. These are my, I used to eat dinner with them. Like, I broke bread with them. I brought plenty of chicks from Philly up there. Yeah. Come on, little shorty. Put this shit on right here. We about to go around some folks. And she used to give me praise,
hey, listen, that's one thing we talked about. I mean, we don't gotta get into it now because I don't know your situation, but you had your motherfucking run.
I wanted to clear that up. My bad for the you know, it's really about experience and things, growing in and out of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just never was a kid that lived off the past. You know what I mean? What you have is the moment. Once you live in the past, you die. You know what I mean?
So you got to live it, but it's a fool that don't remember it though, because you bound to repeat it though. And I mean, you be stuck in the same cycle over and over, not realizing that you need to elevate. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's all.
I know 10 years ago I owned the hot dog cart, and I know today I own a detailing company, and I run a podcast, and I'm a legitimate underground artist. I'm an independent underground artist. and I know that I got other things going on in life that's bringing me streams of revenue that's legit. I know where I am today because I know where I was yesterday. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you forget that, that's the moment shit get fucked up. See, if you remember that you wasn't in Mary J. Blige's presence the day before, then that day that you was in that presence, you would appreciate it that much more. But not to say she's the end all be all of your life. That's not the apex because you done had children and things like that. That's not the end all
Right.
be all of your life. Not even, marginalize you like that or anything like
So
that. Hey,
much
shout
more
out to
has
y'all.
been
Yeah,
done.
man. Hold on. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, my man. I fuck with this shit, Shady. I'm live. I'm fucking proud of you, homie.
Yeah, that's my folks.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
man.
doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. They just sent that in, man. Shout out to them, man. Hold on. Let me give them these personalized drinks. Hold on. Shout out to CJ and shout out to the Smooth 215 shooter. That's my guy. You know what I mean? Shout out to CJ. I appreciate y'all, man, for sure, for sure. But go ahead, man. Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, so I done a deal, whatever like that. Me and Mary kicking it. I'm going to deal eating dinner with our guy, and I'm like, Kids Do was the driver when we was kicking it. You understand?
Oh, the husband.
I knew dude, you know what I mean? Yeah. The
He was the
weirdo, you know what I mean?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he been
Yeah.
lamping on her for years.
Yeah. And exactly. Shout out Mary, that's our sister. She was a vulnerable woman in love, you know what I mean? So things of that nature happen, but she's a beautiful soul and she held it down. Brought a lot of good people together. But what the bad part is, I want people to know is always build your own relationships in business because you never know when those businesses go wrong. Like once those people go bad in that business, it's business. So if you go bad with one person and you the person next to that person, then and not see them get money, they won't do business with you. You know what I mean? So you will otherwise be a good dude, Shady, but then the person you in association with, they don't want to do no business with them. They know if they do business with them, you eat
Right,
off that plate.
right.
So it's all very imperative that and I didn't do that. I allow my relationships to be based on whatever the relationships of the people that
Shout
brought me
out
to
to
the
Shady,
table.
baby. Hold on,
So,
give me a second. My players hit me hot.
mm,
My players hit me, baby.
do your thing, man.
Man, and we giving out headshots today too, hot.
Exactly. What's that?
Man.
You gotta let me know what that is. I like a good headshot.
No, hot. Pause, hot. Pause.
Pause, I'm talking about. See, we met, man, so I don't even. Yeah, all right.
Ah, yeah, we is, but
I met Shady. Yeah, but if I'm in Shady's world, pause. I mean, I'll play the
yeah,
game, baby.
right. Play the game.
I when in Rome.
When wrong,
When
do
in Rome, pause.
it. That's like when they getting doing some.
Audience, pause. You know what I
Because
mean?
the
Let me know
Romans
what
was
it is.
some
What's the
pause.
what's
Hey,
the
listen,
word?
why? But the Romans was a pause in itself. The Romans was a
Yeah, they
little.
was pausing itself, but you know
They
that's
was
like if
pause.
you go to Miami, why? That's like if you go to Miami, why would you not get you a fucking Bentley or a Ferrari? You know what I mean? When you know what I mean, I'm saying so these are
About the little scooters.
you ain't gonna be in motherfucking Miami on a low ass scooter. I'ma play you. I'm gonna burn all kind of gas. Look, we went down there one year and they held us. We went down the
I be
first year
like,
in '98.
I be seeing the pictures. I be
The
like, these
first year in
niggas look cute.
'98. Look, first year in '98, we went, you look cute, young, and if you on that scooter, man.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, and I'm saying now as an adult, right,
Mhm.
that I've experienced certain things, to do it now would be fun. But when you saying a plateau reaching, we went down there one the first year and we got on scooters and Stentleys and all that was Farnsworth and them was pulling all bias. That's like, yeah.
You said Farnsworth and them was pulling by you. Farnsworth, Bentley, and them.
Stanley Farnsworth and all them. Yeah,
What?
me.
It was skirting on
Like, yo,
y'all.
let's park these little joints. Yeah.
You had to put the
He
meat
said,
up.
we out of here.
Yo, I had to, what y'all had to do?
I said, let's get the hell out of here. He said, I ain't got the right credentials. We got to come back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
More like we
So
done
we
with
went
that.
back and punished him.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? And so I'm doing a deal or whatever. It fall out. The budget got raped. Now here it is. I'm just dealing with my people. They connect us to something else. It's got a key situation. That's why everybody thought I was still with the Mary situation, but I was dealing with another label from Virginia. You know what I mean? Shout out to Gutty Keys. And nobody knew about that. So with that being said and happening, it was more of, a lifestyle. That just brought me more to that lifestyle more than the actual lifestyle of hip hop and legitimacy and foundating myself in a future and a legacy, you know what I mean, of a different way.
Right.
You understand? I love it all. Don't get me wrong, man. I made every bed that I lay in. So, but it's all about coming to that fork in the road. And when you finally old enough to see like those 4 lanes that you could have took, those other 3 lanes you could have took, but you took the 1 lane. So that's what we here, viewing. So it's like it was a blessing, because all of it was a blessing and it was a curse in disguise. So life happened, man. The Gutter Keys thing led me more into how I met you. And fast forward that, life is lived. We're doing a lot of shit, but that's neither here nor there. I ended up going to jail.
Right.
2006.
Okay. Now we getting around.
I'm in there. Right. Holding the jail. I'm holding the jail down. Camp Hill. We getting it on. Matter of fact, we in. I'm gonna give it to you from, because this is important too, man. I'm gonna give it to you from CFCF. I had the F. I'm over there on C, and everybody can remember this. It's fun too. It's a nice story. I'm over there on C21 or something like that. Meek Mills is on C23. And North Philly on my block. West Philly, Southwest on the block. We holding it down. So I come through, I'm always the deal breaker, because I'm like something nobody never seen before or heard before. And then it's like I'm as confident as anybody else.
Right.
And we had this CO boy on the block named Reese.
Oh, CO Reese.
CO ain't a sucker. He was a G. We over there talking Big Mac. 60 bags was what it was. If anybody been through there. We 6, so ass like 10 niggas from North. Like 60 on my youngin' over there. Woo, woo, woo. 10 of them Jones right here. Everybody popping their shit. Reese like, man. So they like, yeah, go get him. Reese, we slide over there. They let us crack the gate and go into. We went into the yard. You know how you can climb the gate?
Right. So now you ready to battle me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go out to the yard, and he come to the gate. So he like, who is he? Nobody. I'm just nobody trying to get it on, man. He like, no bullshit, man. We like, yo, we got like 1060 bags over here, man. It's your go, baby. He like, I'm about to play basketball for 5 suits. I said, yo, we really on it. I'm young boy, we all young boys. But more so the people of our sets is exciting it up. You know what I mean? Which makes them battles what they really supposed to be, because rappers ain't supposed to be mad at each other.
Right.
I don't know you, nigga. You know what I mean? But for this sport,
we supposed to go.
For this sport, shut up, nigga.
So he ducked that? You saying he ducked that?
He declined the deal. He declined the
battle?
I swear to God. That was at the beginning of that bid.
At what point in his career was he at? At 06. I was already upstate by then.
he hadn't even got what he hadn't even. I think he was just he had the DVD buzz ripping, and he had just ready to go home and get on with the Charlie Mack, and
Right.
then the T.I. things and started coming into fruition for him.
So you
Started
going
knocking
on
on his
record.
door.
You going on record as saying as
That's on
Meek
record.
Mill, hold on. Meek Mill in his prime as a battle rapper, you called him out for 1060 bags, and he said, Nizzo, I'm gonna lay up for 5 rhymers.
The the moment called him out. Remember that the moment we had people that were influential on West and influential on North, and battle was the craft and the jail. And if
Right.
I'm not mistaken, the blocks was C21 and C22, or
Mm.
whichever one that you can climb over them gates and see each other through the yard.
Yeah.
That was the joint. Yeah.
Shit.
And
Well, I
it
want
was
to take this time.
all.
Oh, I want to take this time and give a shout out to Burke Street, Bugsy. Shout out to you on the Cash App, big dog. I
He
appreciate
got
you.
this. Yeah.
Shout out to Baton Rouge. Shout out to Philly, New York, Delaware.
I hope I ain't born to people.
Man, no, you ain't born to people. I'm all the way in this shit. You hear me? I'm ready to roll the fuck up. This thing about done. Pew. But listen.
My man, Shady, I don't want to blow your show, man.
You good. So you got Meek Mill on stand down. Now, it's not even that you feel good about having him ducking that, because you are in your chest, you are already who you are. So that's not even a question, like you looking at it as a badge of honor or something. It's like, that's kind of like what I expected.
I've been ducked by a lot of artists in the game.
Ducked
You
you.
know, this is the deal.
Ducked you.
This is the deal.
Who ducked
We'll
you?
kick it, man. We'll get to it, man.
Who ducked you, bro?
You know what I mean?
They
But
still can see you right now.
no,
right?
let's stay on this story. Huh?
Right? They still can see you, right? They still can check rock right now, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Who ducked you? Well, yeah, who ducked you? Bud looking at this. Bud wanna know who ducked you. Who ducked you, man? Who ducked you?
Yeah, it was this to the craft, man. We get to the craft. You know, it's times and places for everything. I want to tell you that, man. I have to strategize on the things that I'm doing. This is chess, man. You understand? You my guy.
No, man, I want to know who ducked
you. I'm here for. We gonna be here for. Let's thumbnail that joint. Who duck hot and put that on a bulletin board. And when you know I'm gonna have put this is my show, this is my home, baby. So I'm gonna be there. You understand? Let's get to that story. You know what I mean? And at least I gave you some juice. So everybody can who the fuck.
All right. We ain't gonna talk about who ducked, but legendary battles in Philly in the hip hop scene. You've been here. You've been around since the era. You've been around since the Major Figures era, State Property era. Before that, legendary shit. What legendary battles? Like what legendary battles you ever had in the streets at Philadelphia?
I battled Nina Ross. Well, it was a cipher actually, right? I'm gonna give you a story. This is how I love the stories of our culture of hip hop, Philadelphia hip hop. Because we got calls. Like if a battle was going on fucking 56 in Chester, we got the call and had to get a ride over there. We jump out 10 deep. So we get the call. You know, when you get the call, I mean, everybody had cell phones back then, man. Shout out to the fucking burnouts, man.
Right.
So we get the call. Yo, they getting on over there on fucking 50, 56. Greenway, right off of Stevie G block. Shout out to Stevie G. Legendary for this hip hop shit. If anybody was really in hip hop, you know what I mean? You went through Stevie G house. So that's when we was at the corner of that joint.
Right, and trying to get Stevie
Nina was out there, Sonny Black from 9 Brigade. Shout out to Stevie G, man. Sonny Black from 9 Brigade.
Somebody from Southwest, my guy Don. I'm trying to get Most Wanted. I'm trying to get 9 Brigade.
Shout out to my nigga Boo, Mister.
Yeah.
You
So I'm trying to
understand?
get that Southwest side of things. And line some. I got a whole roster in Southwest. I got Enes that I'm trying to get, Bugsy, Non-Brigade,
Look, shout out to that third
and Fake
artist you
Free
gotta
KP.
get too, Shady.
Who that?
Let's not ever forget the third artist and most wanted, nigga. Nas. The illest nigga, the real, that is the real slick talker of Southwest.
Oh, is it?
Let the record show that.
Let the record show that. Not
Nas,
Bugsy.
nigga.
Nas.
That was my most legendary battles. I had to battle that nigga every week.
Damn.
If I set foot on Southwest soil when my car got seen, I had to pull that shit over. Every time I seen Stevie G, what's up, youngin? What's up? You want something? Pull that shit. Me and Nas go that. Yeah, man. That was legendary. That might have been my most greatest adversary, man.
Hey, let me put you on some weed and shit right quick.
Talk to me, man.
I dried my buds out on some nut shit. I went to sleep high, bro. So the shit dry. But you gotta put some bread in there. Look. You see the bread?
Exactly.
Just gotta put some bread in there, close it back.
You know what you know what they gotta do though?
Yeah.
They gotta get these some space bottles in the planes hat.
Yeah, they gotta get them space bottles and planes hats. We'll come get
some. We got
Shady.
Shady a space bottle and a plane hat. We're gonna send you one courtesy of the Be Really Real podcast. So that's what we're gonna do for the Shady show. That's what we do for the Shady show. You know what I mean?
So get back to it. Every time you saying Steve run it over. Nas is the real slick talker, Southwest. You carrying it right now. Like you making some real big allegations and you making some real big statements. Yeah.
And that's all you. No. To the dollars and planes hats that we supporting.
Yeah, no doubt.
You understand? We want to support. That's what we're doing for the Shady show. We want to get everybody in compliance with this thing. You know what I mean? From podcast to podcast, it's all about linking and connecting. Shady, I'm so fucking proud of you, dog. I'm excited on it.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
So look, man, get to your story, man. So you battling, you going through, you battling. Is you ever make it down to hit the Beltway? South Philly battles, North Philly battles, Germantown, Uptown battles. Like, who are you battling out here, man?
Yeah, I battled I ran up on some Uptown ciphers. Let me see. We did some. I ran through area, right? Some area all the time.
Yeah.
G Money, Chops, Rucky. This was the backfill to the fucking Major Figures. This was the second string they never got to. Major Figures was gonna be the illest fucking crew ever come out of the fucking city, man.
Yeah.
You understand?
There's a lot of shit that
right. And fate happened for them, man. You know what I'm talking. Shout out to Rucky, man. Cause listen, true shit, right? The illest battle I ever seen. This is why I'm a gay. Because I haven't been in the illest battles. The illest battle I've ever seen, nigga. Let me hit the high show, old school. Fuck that. Me with my OG. The illest battle I've ever seen, right?
Hold on.
Was you ready for this one?
Come on. Let's go. And what's the day? The day Thursday?
Yeah. The day these niggas gonna get this issue.
Give him this
swimsuit edition.
Talk to me.
The illest battle I ever seen, man. There's some real shit, life-changing shit in hip-hop history, and he was stand on this shit. The nigga name was the Bull B at the time. Mm-hmm. He wore Brooks Brothers sneaks. He wore Brooks sneaks and got his hair dyed. And he was giving Broad and Olney all the gas it could stand because the mecca of battling was Broad Island. Excuse me, left school. Yeah, Broad and Olney was the mecca. You get your ass chewed up. Cassidy had that show on Smash because he from up that way.
Right.
So we hearing about it. I'm going to Fells at the time. I just came off my juvenile bid. I'm in Fells with this boy named Mustafa and Steve.
Okay.
They come into school with mixtapes of Gilly. This when Gilly was a mixtape rapper.
Mm-hmm.
and they was citing his shit. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I'm hearing the headphones. I'm like, God damn. He like, give me a tape with all of them on it. I said, holy shit. They got a whole clip that rap like that. A whole clip that will tighten you the fuck up. I swear to God, that lineup was crazy, man. Gilly, Ab Lava, Spade, and Bumpy Johnson was the front runners of that shit. But Bumpy Dutch wasn't even a part of it at that time. I don't think. I didn't know him. His name wasn't. It might have been Dutch and Spade, but Spade was the main hovering. You understand what I'm saying? And Gilly was the front runner. That's why he is where he is now. His animation was there back then. Oh! You understand what I'm saying? These were the things that they look for, like this motherfucker, and they was rolling with a sick tight clip. So
it was a lot of shit. It was a lot of different moving parts. And when you think about it, it was like, hold on, let me think. It was like 4 different clicks in one. Like when they broke it up. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it was like 4 different clips in one. Like you had like Reese Rolex, Bump, and Bianca, and Gilly over here. Then you had Dutch and Spade. Then you had Rucky and Chops, and then you had everybody else who would. Oh no! And then you had like, I would say Ab Lava always was like there, but he was like a loner. So it's like he was there, but
he was always a solo artist. Ab Lava.
So when you look at all the different components that made that one group, it would have been ultra successful. The only thing that failed them was management, because in order for all them working parts to go together and be able to hit how they supposed to hit, you got to have the correct management, and they didn't have the correct management, because in that situation with the talent, arguably collectively one of the best three groups to come out of Philadelphia collectively. You got the Roots, you got State Property, and you got Major Figures. So 3
I agree.
are the most successful or most prominent legendary groups to come out of Philadelphia is them. That's not the only ones, but these the top 3 when we having that conversation, right? The only thing that failed 2 and didn't fail the other one was management. The Roots had the proper management. They had the proper shit around them to be able to manage all the revolving parts of the Roots. They got so many interchanging pieces, so many people die, so many people leave, so many people disappear. They got real people coming in and out their life. They got real people with real issues in life. So that you might look at the Roots and see the Three Questlove, Black Thought, this, that, and third. But over time, like these people, you start looking at the background, you start seeing the same pictures and the different ones. You're like, okay, this was going on. But then when you look at the fact that State Property and Major Figures, they didn't even have those many revolving people. They had different people, but not those many revolving people. The reason why they couldn't excel and go on because they didn't learn how to cut the problems, and they wasn't managed right. See, the Roots will cut you. They'll cut you. They won't even say nothing. You just won't be on no more records. You won't be in no more photo shoots. You won't be invited to no more cookouts. The Roots will just cut you. You feel me? Because they understand what it takes to survive in this industry. And this is why they can be considered legends without people even hearing their music, because they left their mark on this world already. You feel me? They already left their mark. But I think that when it came to Major Figures and State Property and any other successful group in Philadelphia, like you look at Non-Brigade when they had that early in the game, you feel what I'm saying?
But let's keep it.
You look at that.
Now, If anybody, let me sidebar you. Q Don, man, you got to give him a shout out, man. The original 9 Brigade.
I mean, shout out to Q.
Shout out to fucking Q Don.
Shout out to Q Don. All I need. Jay-Z took that man's song.
Oh,
all I need.
you fucking, shout out to Q Don, man. Rock Nation, you know what's up, man. Big bottles of planes.
Doing that, bro, because you gotta understand.
Yeah,
I grew up.
You on it, Shady.
I'm right there on 49th Street and 15th Street. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like
shout out to 49th and Thompson too.
Hook shit. I'm hearing RCA shit. I'm hearing non-brigade shit. I'm like, I grew up. I'm listening to Cartel. I grew up.
RCA.
At the time, it wasn't no state property. It was Beanie Siegel. It wasn't. I was listening to Pete. I wasn't listening to PD. I was listening to PD Crack. He had dropped something with Red Brick Mafia, but I was listening to Red Brick, and that's how I heard Petey. Feel me? He did something with them back in the day.
Oskino and Sparks.
They wasn't on my
Oskino and Sparks.
Wasn't on my radar yet.
It
was just he was like, but ICH or Off the Hook or something. Him and Gilly had that. He had the like Philly shit.
On ICH.
Yeah, remember the black CD? It was the black CD and whatnot. The ICH shirt. You feel what I'm saying?
Yup, ICH and the City Hustlers.
I grew up.
You're right.
Listening to like the Cartel, J Street Gotti, old Gotti from J Street. He be like, whatever, Willie's forever, mean somebody. He another artist. He was signed to Jermaine Dupri when I was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about back then. He was Versace down, Coogie'd up. You know what I mean? Minks, butter levers. You know what I mean? Coming through bikes, farms. I'm talking. I'm a little kid seeing this dude signed to Jermaine Dupri, and he got a, you know what I mean? He got a single. It's called Willie's Forever. You know what I mean? It was crazy, bro. Like life was crazy. We grew up in the golden era of Philadelphia hip hop, bro. Like where everybody could kind of like trace their roots back to this era. Like, all right, you could go back to that, but I'm not tracing my shit back to no Schoolie D or none of them, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I probably listened to that shit like 2 or 3 times in my life, and that's from somebody else riding down the street. But we trace our roots back to this era right here. This is where we start at. You feel what I'm saying? We start back here. You know what I mean? So I think that shaped us, you know, and I think people don't understand that. Like, man, we didn't like the conversation in Philly hip hop is different. Like people be talking about Nas. Like, if you grew up in Philly and Nas is in your top 5 rappers of all time, I really gotta like question you. Like, I really want to know who was exposing you to Nas at that time. I really want to know how you were relating to what Nas was saying at that time. I want to know. Shout out to Brooklyn. I want to know.
You ask me because I'm not saying.
No, not you.
That's one of my top 5.
You older than me, though. You older than me. You got me by 3 years.
Young. You talking about young? Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about people in my era. You know what I mean? I'm talking about me growing up in an era where your era, you know, your generation of rappers, it was the precedent.
Right.
That era right there where we watching y'all come into this whole independent movement. I mean, you know, I know Ram Squad comes into the question as being one of the Philadelphia.
Say that, Ram Squad, you better say that.
They do. No, they do come into the question as being one of the Philadelphia greats, but arguably, bro,
pioneers.
I'm not even gonna say. Matter of fact, they might knock Major Figures out the box.
As a crew. They
knock Major Figures out the box.
Man, as a crew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we had to do that. We just thought, Ram Squad as a crew.
Yeah. Ram Squad as a crew knocks Major
Figures. They was doing it with the 100X's and all that was rolling around.
They got signed to Universal and they had a hit, bro. They had a hit. I see nothing but gangsters up in here. I see nothing but ballers up in here.
No, listen, the yellow tape is a classic.
Yeah, and that's Richard Island. How we do?
It was connected with the root.
Like, it's different. It's different shit, bro.
Yeah. We still all our roots, all of that New York and Philly was always back traced to each other.
Yeah. So it's like
the tri-state.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. You got the Roots, State Property, and Ram Squad, and then Major Figures.
I like Major Figures first, then State Property. I like exactly how it went because it went in order. Those kids got their turn first. State Property Mob second. I like that. I mean, Major Figures. They got this. That was the pen. Them niggas was killing street rap.
If you had to take three coming out of
If I had
Philly,
to take three, then I'm gonna go with, and I would go with the Roots, Ram Squad, the Figures. I gotta go with that.
So you taking
Because before there was ever a State Property, riding around with the Major Figures. I can't fuck with the figures, whether we ride, nigga, whether we roll, niggas be bring it on, nigga, y'all. That was way before.
But at the same time,
rock the mic.
At the same time, y'all was riding around to the figures, but on the north side, on the other side of the city, we was exposed to different shit. We was exposed to Beanie already. We was exposed to Chris and Neef already with Black Friday. We was exposed to them at a young age. So at the same time, we growing up listening to the figures, we listening to Chris and them too. So, like in regards to Major Figures being first, the formation of Major Figures is first, but at the same time, simultaneously, everybody in State Property was having their own relative hot career on some solo shit.
I'm agree with you to this, and I see what you're saying. As far as a conglomerate and really doing something from on a big stage standpoint, hell yeah, State Property incorporated they shit. Major Figures was going in raw and then jumped in a lot of independent situations that ultimately led to them being broken up like that. You know what I mean? And not really flourishing as a group like they really could have. Like if they would have got the State Property backing,
right,
they would have done just as well or better. They actually be sustained to today when you look at Gilly the Kid. Think about that. If they got the backing, because now you look at when all the dust clears and settles, who's still sustaining as a mogul in business, which would be, and we're gonna go Philly, is Gilly the Kid and that goddamn Freeway. Because every time we used to be in the club fucking up the chips, he was doing a walkthrough to some old shit, collecting up. I said, God, and I never not noticed that. And we should be in there having a ball. I used to just see him. This motherfucker's still chipping up.
My cone.
I don't know, man.
The fuck? Huh?
I don't know, man. If I was at the Shady show, I'd have had your comb, nigga.
Cool, I got it back there.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So let me get to you this legendary battle, man.
Yeah, let me get it.
That ultimately changed hip hop and its fucking whole aura for what was to come. You understand? Which a legendary producer ended up getting his hands on Philly, which everybody wanted their hands on a Philly artist. So we heard about this boy B, who y'all now know as Cassidy. And he's murdering the scene. 9798 punishing shit he's doing to make it or break it on Power 99. If anybody knows about that shit. You know what I mean? And he up there just giving up smoke. Every school is talking about this nigga like he a ball big. Niggas like, man, we gotta. So Mustafa and Steve, they got this little pup named Rocky.
Right.
Talk about a fucking animal though. Us though, how we are. He had us beat.
Yeah.
Back then. That kid was special.
But all right, so I'm gonna tell you, you know, Rocky was in my neighborhood.
Come from the
all
set.
Right, so now look, so Rocky right there. You got Chris in the crib. I'm watching Chris. I'm Rocky and them down there. I got my own homies, we rappers. I'm watching my man Mill Gates, watching Poppy Buford. I'm watching all these motherfuckers. That's what I came up with. So when motherfuckers be trying to out rap me, they
Let me tell you why you know more. But let me tell you why you know more. Because you was in the mecca of the hip hop. All the artists was down north, nigga. A lot of the raw artists came from north side
and south side. Yeah.
South, but it was north, man. South Philly had a couple casino and all that back then, but and casino was before Mac.
You talking about back then?
Shout out Casino, because he came out before Mac was fired from
Shout out to OG Jazz, man. Jazz beat Big Daddy Kane in the battle, man. Gotta know your history, man.
Shout out to him, man. You beat Big Daddy Kane in the battle, nigga. Shout out to OG
Big Daddy
Kane.
Shout out to Jazz, man. Shout out to Jazz, South Philly legend, man.
Yeah,
shout out
to shit I never knew about. See, Philly is holding shit down in a lot of categories.
Smashing shit on some old school shit. I gotta get Jazz story. Jazz, he beat Big Daddy Kane, bro. That's like meeting somebody that beat Jay-Z. That's like meeting somebody right now that beat or beat Meek Mill. Or somebody that beat.
Hey, you want me to tell you my most legendary battle?
Yeah, talk to me.
I battle fucking Shine and Justice. I just remembered that.
Battle Shine?
Eating cheese, eggs, and crystal. I battle Shine and Justice. My old F made me battle this nigga. We sitting there eating, and Shine was at the table next to us. And F like, yo, my young boy fire. And Shine was on some super cool shit.
Right.
So folks like, man, he'll really tighten you the fuck up. So Shine was like, huh? He tapped me like, yeah. That's when it was on site back then. When your people told you to go, nigga.
You going Shine?
You know, I ain't got no ball. I don't feel like rapping. Nigga, you better eat tear nigga head off, pause.
No, you good. You good.
Pause. No point, niggas.
I can't.
No, fucking with you. No, so I battle Shine and Justin's, man. Yeah. We went
let's
for like 2 rounds.
You know my most legendary battle, man? And I had you know what? When I do show up, all them bitches be legendary. When I do decide to step in, because I remember when I battled you, that shit was legendary. And we gotta get back. And we gotta get back because I gotta tell you some shit. But I remember when I battled you, that was legendary. When I battled Cujo, that was legendary. When I battled Gundy, that was legendary. When I battled LP battled in Brooklyn. I battled LP from West Philly. We battled. It was legendary. When I battled Ad Mac, we battled on 100 Park at Marcus Foster Stadium. That shit was legendary. The feds swooped in for me and everything. I got out of there as a 16-year-old. I got it out of there. They came from all angles. You feel me? This shit was legendary. I was up there battling. I was on the
You know what I consider legendary, man? I ain't gonna lie for myself.
Talk to me.
I had to repeat because the Shine battle was just some shit that I did with artists, like with my most, with a big artist. But you're right. My most legendary battle was that was a show. Our first one was a show. You know what I mean? That what's his name? Old head.
All right, so let's get to that. That's what, all right, so let me take over here. So we talking about Eddie Tate. Now we talking about Eddie Tate. Shout out to old head Eddie Tate. Almost got everybody. Everybody stabbed up in the jail. Shout out to NH Uncle Eddie Tate.
Buy some fucking music, man.
Music. So look. All right, so when I met you, bro, I was on a spiritual journey. I was in between learning who I was becoming and leaving who I was. Right? I was becoming closer to who I am now versus who I was then. That's my third jail getting kicked out of, and that when I was at your jail, I was just sitting there saying to myself, I don't want to keep getting kicked out of no jails because I ain't gonna never go home. Like fuck.
Exactly.
And then that was the first hole I ever went to, and I didn't talk to anybody for 2 weeks. Didn't say a fucking word. I didn't say anything because I didn't want nobody to know that I was in there, and I didn't want nobody to get the drop on me like that. So I didn't say anything. I was already on a different journey. I was already walking away from that music shit because it brought about attention I never wanted. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I don't know what happened to Gardino Wrench. Hold on for 1 second. Let me get in there and get my man his ribs. I don't know what he's saying. What happened to Gardena wrench? That wrench is a big thing. My people's had their wrenches. Thanks, Ant-Man, on that call out. I appreciate that, bro. But so at that time I was meeting you, bro. I was on my way out the door with hip hop. You kind of like prolonged it. When we battled, it wasn't over. So it's like I had to keep going.
Right.
And it turned into like a negative energy. You feel what I'm saying? At the end. Right. And it wasn't towards you, but I seen everybody around us. It's like we ready to kill each other on some North Philly, West Philly shit. This shit ready to go down. Like we got people out here, people in their feelings, they in their emotions. This shit ready to go. It's ready to go. We got some heavy hitters.
He did that. Though.
No, I'm talking about on our last battle. On our last battle. Me and you had to.
It was the energy.
It was the energy. So then I left it alone. Right behind me, 2 months later, Ed coming to jail. Now Ed coming to jail, me and you already got this great rapport with each other. Ed coming to jail, you and Ed battle. You get off on him. It's not looking good for North Philly right now. Then they come and bothering me. Ed go back and write about 5 or 6 personal raps about you. So now when y'all come back out, the battle again, Ed got personal shit about you. That's disrespectful and not true. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember he started writing personal raps? We're like, this shit personal.
That's when I didn't understand. Yeah.
And when it got like that,
we don't be writing no battle raps about no.
Yeah, when it got like that, that's when it got weird for me. It got weird for me, so I stepped in because now everybody at each other's neck. It's about to be some West Philly shit, some North Philly shit. Everybody at each other's neck. You probably forgot about this. They came and got me one day. I was in my cell.
That's when the niggas came in.
They came and got me one day. I was in my cell studying. I flipped out on everybody. I went in the cell, snatched 10 keyboard. I punched Sheik. Remember I punched Sheik. I punched Sheik. I punched him. Come on, I didn't want to say that. We can skip over that. I punched over 10. I beat the producer up. I beat his hype man. Y'all motherfuckers. I told y'all I want nothing else to do with this rap shit.
Everybody fucked up this shit.
Everybody
I said they said that nigga Shady on D-Block going crazy.
This shit got crazy in that shirt, man. It's like
the jail up.
Yeah, yo, bro. It's like one of those
situations. That battle got so many motherfuckers fucked up.
Yo, it was like, and then I snapped on Ed because I'm telling OG, you tripping, OG. Shit gonna get us fucked up. Like this shit is gonna get somebody killed. You is tripping, OG, about this music. Somebody is gonna die in this jail, man. They gonna die. They gonna send somebody out. Somebody gonna send us out. They gonna die. Yo,
shout
man.
Out to Ed Tate.
Shout out to Ed Tate.
Ed Tate talking to my mind. So I'm like, nigga,
yo,
what are you talking about?
He started going up like, yo,
Juicy. He up there popping his shit like I want to get at you hot. Like,
yeah.
Like I heard you was the illest in the jail.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, Shady ain't here too.
No, I don't want it with Shady. I want it with you.
Yeah. Like, no, there's no. I'm like, wait. See, that's what I'm saying. He created the geographical.
That shit got
energy.
It got tricky.
That was crazy.
I just get kicked out of Monohood with geographical shit. Yeah. See, look, you remember I just get kicked out of Monohood. Remember, old head son got killed. Boy, dude came through the jail. His brother come through the jail. Me and my homies from North tighten him up. But because we all was from North, we tighten him up. My homie from West, remember Hot from West. That's why I ain't want to say nothing when I got to the jail because I knew his brother was at that jail. So I said, I can't say nothing because I can't give him the drop. Because if I get out of here, they trying to hit me. I can't let them hit me like that. So we had mine when we hacked my man. That's my fucking dog. In my head, we tighten dude up. I ain't thinking nothing of it because I don't know dude. Dude just from West though. And a bunch of North niggas tighten him up. Let me tell you how we tighten him up. Listen, he coming, he walking. We watching him. We laying on him. You know, a bunch of hyenas laying in the tech. This before I became a lion. I was a hyena. We watching him. He go in a weight pit. The dummy, his man passed him something. I said, oh, they on it. We on it. We got our gloves on, you know, me, Gundy, all of us. It's on. Like, we in tip-top shape. We are going to break this dude in half. He is done. You hear me, huh? We surrounded. He don't even know he being surrounded. Boom, 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 boom. We surrounded. I walk right up on him. Yo, what's your name? My name's such and such. Where you from? Yeah, ain't your brother such and such? All right, look, this what's going to go on. I want you to look around and pay attention so you don't do no dumb shit. I'm going to search you because I think you got a knife on you, and I'm going to take it the fuck off you. I start searching it. My homies start walking in closer. His homies said something. My homies looked at them. They was like, I'm taking the shit out of his pockets. Guess what he got? As soon as he get into jail, guess what they give him?
What?
They gave him 2 black video BVIs, black video illustrators. They gave him 2 porn mags. You hear me? Instead of giving this chump a burner, they gave him 2 porn mags. We got in the door. Instead of them bringing him a slammer to the yard, they bring him 2 porn mags. So we take the porn mags off him, tighten him up.
Yeah, they hook him up with 2 porn mags instead of a banger.
Boom. So we run. We run. Hit the big track. Everybody run. Guards come. We out. Yard over. They call yard in, take him, dust him off. Go on the block. We go on the block. And Hawk was like, damn, man, what happened out there? I said, yeah, man. Dude come through here, Benny Boss. Benny Boss said, get him, we got him. Benny Boss said, get him. Oh, hey, Benny from Southwest. Boss said, get him, we got him. He got, that's it. We got him. He said, yeah, man, I ain't like that shit. I said, yeah, me neither, man. Yeah, me neither, man. Bitch ass nigga. Cause this is my man, right? He like, no, I ain't like that shit, bro. I'm like, you ain't like what? He said, oh, bro, like I said, what the fuck is you talking about? That's your man? No, bro, he from West though, bro. And he went Geo on me. That shit crushed me. This is a nigga I used to eat with and take knowledge from. That shit smoked me. I said, man, what? I said, all right, what you want to talk about it? He was like, no, he just walked off. But that was my dog, so I ain't thinking to attack me. You feel me? We go to the yard. When we go back to the yard, the nigga say, he come around talking to me. Bob said, but he said something else to me. Bob said, yo, that was my issue. Basically on some OG shit. And he still wasn't feeling it. But now I ain't feeling the fact. I'm like, fuck, that was your issue. I don't give a fuck who issue it was. That was my issue. What the fuck is he talking about? That's my issue, man. Yo, what's up? He said he gonna holler at me when he get on the block. We go on the block. I'm on the block waiting for him. He ain't come in. He waited for the end of the yard. Now they put us in the cell. I'm in my cell. I'm looking through the crack like this. You hear me?
I'm with you.
I seen go to his cousin's cell to get the banger. I said, dang, that was my man. I swear I'm a kid, bro. You know all these stories I done heard about these things. So I'm putting my life on the line. You hear me? In my head, I'm like, anything can happen to my family, can happen to me. I'm putting my life on the line here. But I got to stand on this G shit all the way. Hot. You hear me?
Right.
Come out the cell. I go to his cell. I knew he had the bang. I said, bro, you want to holler at me? He said, holler at me outside. He came outside. I said, bro, you got an issue with that shit? The nigga said, hold up. Let me get on the other side of you. He was on this side of me right here. He was on my left hand side. He was on my right hand side. He got on my left hand side. I said, you want to go through something about this shit? He said, it's whatever. You hear me? And you know what I said, Hot? I said, you sure? He said, yeah. And I rung his motherfucking bell. You hear me? Fuck is you talking about? And I broke my motherfucking. See my finger? Not even my finger. I broke my finger. I rung that nigga motherfucking bell. But I'm gonna tell you.
Shady trying to nigga with his.
Hey, listen. Hey, Hot. I'm punching the nigga. I just feel like somebody hit me with a brick. This fucking cousin conked me in the back of my motherfucking head, man. Nigga came up, knocked me in the back of my motherfucking head. Huh? Motherfucking listen.
You listen, man. No. I'm glad for that too, man.
His cousin hit me in the back of my motherfucking head. You hear me? So motherfucking hard. I said, Hey, yo, I'm like this. Woo. I'm going on. Listen, my finger broke. I know it's broke. I felt it splinter. I felt this shit splinter. When I hit him, I felt this shit splinter. My finger broke. I'm still swinging. This nigga punched my pinky flying everywhere because this is the finger that hold the pinky. Now the finger broke, the pinky flying everywhere. I'm company with two knuckles. I'm just swinging at this point because I don't know what's going on. He got a knife. You feel me? You scared me. I know he got a knife. So I'm like, gonna get over there and stab me. That ain't what happened. But his cousin did. He was punching me in the back of my head. My homies jumped out, whopped him, got him. We all got kicked out. 6 niggas got kicked out the jail, bro. Started that riot. I'm the reason why they put cameras back there. Real shit. Hey, Hot, man. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Shout out to the fucking. Yeah, shout out to my man Pinky, because that shit legendary, man.
Shout out to
Pinky, legendary.
Shout out to Hot, because I definitely don't carry that old shit like we beefing. I was a fucking kid, bro. I was a wild motherfucker, Hot. In them jails, I really met you with. So when I met you with that shit, bro, I was calmed down. I was going towards more like learning a religion, remember? And it was like remember, I wouldn't even let nobody call me Shady. They couldn't even call me Shady. Don't even address me as Shady. Don't call me that. You gonna call me by this or you gonna call me by that, but you ain't gonna call me nothing else, and I'm gonna out you at all. So I made people.
But you gotta remember too, you was coming up on going home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
that
focused.
Jail was allowing you the opportunity to give you the room to breathe. Like I could go home from here because we ain't gonna fraud, nigga. That was an okay jail, nigga. You know what I mean? Where you, They don't act like we was in gladiator school and that joint. You know what I'm saying? That shit was a breeze.
Right.
Came through, got our shit off.
Yeah, I was a rough shit. I just was rough anywhere I went, man. Pretty much. That just was me.
Yeah. And a lot of dudes came there that came and got transferred from so many jails that was in the wreck, but was trying to get themselves calmed down.
Yeah, we was in shape, man. It was about
purpose that we met, you know what I mean?
So listen, that was when I started my 7-year hiatus with rap.
Yeah, that was probably
the first time I ever took a break. You remember I stopped rapping for 7 years.
Yeah.
I stopped rapping for a whole 7 years. Up after that battle, or when I flipped out on 10 and them, I left the music shit alone, period.
Shout out to Tan.
Yo, shout out to Tan.
On the producer like that.
You know what, man? Tan was instigating shit too, bro. Tan was making them fucking beats for niggas to go. He was instigating, bro, because he shouldn't have been giving them.
He was like, "You made Hot that fucking beat back." Shady on motherfucking beat like
Yo, you know the funniest thing, man. You gotta figure Silk my Sully. So And Silk is my celly, and I'm doing all this crazy shit. So I got a lock in the cell with Silk, and he's on the bottom bunk. And he's saying that, he's silly, diabetes. He got about 10 annihilators hiding under his bed. He hiding the annihilators from you. I'm trying to take care of my man, make sure he don't go no diabetic coma, no nut shit like that. Have us fucked up in his cell. He hiding the annihilators and honey butter. Remember? Silk is in the cell with his feet up on the bottom of the ledge of the bunk. He with his feet up, laid back like he in a hammock. And when I shut the door, he got a honey bun in his hand. You know that nigga retarded. He looked at me. He said, "Hey Andre, you out there around there beating on 10?" I said, "Silk, they told you." He said, "Man, I wasn't coming around there, man. That's fucking." I said, "Why you ain't coming around there? Them niggas tried to roll on me." Yo, it was crazy, man. You know the most crazy.
So, you know what I mean? It was like
living next to that punk, living next to Q. Remember?
Oh
Q,
shit, he was on his block,
bro. It's a Philly rap out here right now, bro.
Psychologically, you know what I mean. You had to sustain a lot, you know what I mean. But that's what
bro. It's just like weird. I got my music going all night, bro. But you got next door. I can't move. They got me pinned in. They got me boxed in. I'm like ready to go to the hole, but I'm trying to get out of jail, and they ready to send me to the mods. So I'm trying to relax.
That you staying there. That you saying that, man. We got to be mindful and aware of the PTSD that a lot of us
I had to sustain that shit.
Out of them walls, you know what I mean?
Hearing the man. Listen, the other shit
and all that, you know what I mean?
You learn to tune that shit out. You learn it. I ain't gonna lie. When you're in jail, you learn to tune certain shit out. You learn it. You just learn that that's not your business. Whatever they going. But to live next door to a man. And a man in the relationship and listen to them argue about love, they was fucking me up.
Yeah.
I was in there like, and then Silk is silly as shit. Silk is on the bottom bunk. Silk on the bottom bunk going off. He on the bottom bunk going off, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, you on the bottom bunk going off, bro. One time I was in the cell playing Carrie Hilson. I'm in there writing a letter playing Carrie Hilson. Bro, they must have gotten the groove over that joint. I banged on the wall. I'm banging on the wall. Bloom, 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 bloom. And I see one of these Philly artists that fuck with him. That's an artist now. And he be running around. He know who he is, bro. You know what I mean? He know his name. He know his name. I drop his name. Nigga out there probably fucking with somebody's sister or cousin. He a faggot. Drop his name.
You gotta.
I'm off that because Bud, like, what the fuck is Shady talking about? I'm in jail right now, bro. Take me out of there, Hawk. We got parole. Take me out of there, Hawk.
Yeah, I was about to say we gonna go.
Come on, pull me out of there, bro. Pull me out of there, bro. Pull me out of there.
Set out in the park.
All right.
We used to do it out in the dark. Because that's where it came from. You understand? We want to string it back to the hip hop aspect here. You know what brought us together? The the blessing of it is that that's what brought some brothers together. We united, at a time when we had nothing to look forward to but the next day or a chi or some commissary. And we made the best of that as men. So, and being able to come out here and rebuild ourselves, reinvent ourselves as men. And that's what I said. Like, I want to salute you, and commend you for being able to sustain all of that stuff that you said you had to go through as a god, as a king, you know what I mean? But we put ourselves in those detriment places that PTSD is a big factor, man, you know what I mean? In these streets amongst our brothers, you know what I mean? So I know what you go through. I know what you've been through when I watch, you know what I mean? Even when you was in your little, going through, and I ain't saying little, just in your, you know what I mean? And your qualms of life, right?
Yeah.
These things that we all go through in life, you know what I mean? I kind of knew you from a spiritual element, you know what I mean? So most wouldn't understand, you know what I'm saying? The way you was already conditioned, you know what I mean? A lot of this is based on our conditioning, you know what I mean? And that we don't look to understand one another as brothers. Fuck you, we so quick to be on some gangster shit with each other.
A lot of these
What's
people,
up?
man, they don't even know I'm gonna go 24/7, man. I'm always about to play, man. I'm chasing check. I mean, I ain't never chasing check. You feel me?
Yeah, but you feel what I'm saying?
Man, you might
But
we'll
you
both
know, as we get older, you know. Look at the Yankee. Shout out to Piggy now, man, on my man finger. But you dig what I'm saying? Just commend it, man. To keep pushing. You dig what I'm saying? That's really what it's all about. Like no matter the circumstances, you always able to rise above the negative energy and that adversity that we overcome as men. But it's always love, man, that we do what we do, nigga. You know what I mean? Outside of the Shady Show, nigga, those 5 or 6 o'clock calls in the morning when, you know what I mean? Or those 15 minutes when you just need somebody to hear that verse. Go ahead, nigga. You know what I mean? Those are therapeutic elements that I allow my brothers to have.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
no
When they
doubt.
ain't got shit to do.
Being as though you so well versed with Philadelphia hip hop, right? And you played such an integral role in the hip hop in Philadelphia, and you've been unknown. You've been sitting on the bench and you've been watching, bro. Like you've been able to see or everything, right? Give me your top 10, bro,
Of all time or in the city.
in the city.
I,
In the
uh,
city.
damn, in the city. In the city.
Hold on for one
And I'm
second.
going to say this.
Hold on. Yo, you guys. We had an hour and 53 minutes. I don't know about y'all, but I know about me. My man been standing up. I don't know if y'all been standing up, but I want to take this time to tell y'all to just stretch for a second. Just stretch.
Shady Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm listening, man. Let me get your top 10, bro. And pardon
Yes.
for the interruptions. I know people don't like that. I'm
Listen, man. My top 10, man. Big space bottles and planes has, man. It's too early to drink, man. I'm just gonna think.
no doubt.
I mean, but what we gonna do with the top 10, right? I'm gonna say, and this might not be in no order, but in an order. Spade,
Mm-hmm.
Benny Siegel. Is this signed or unsigned?
Your top 10 and Philly.
Spade, Benny Siegel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Spade, Benny Siegel. Let me be because I want to make sure I'm precise about what I'm saying in this order. Spade, Mac, Ab Lava,
Mm-hmm.
Lil Rucky.
Mm-hmm.
Dead or alive, right?
That's 4.
Dead or alive, right? Lil Rucky.
And they don't got to be people that
I
we
put
know.
my. All right, bet. Mm.
So you got Spade, Rucky, Matt, Ab
Boot Bless from Winfield.
Who bless.
Trendsetta Shady.
Okay.
Mm. I'm put a little new air. I'm gonna go out on them because I feel like this young boy gonna punish some shit. I like his soul, so I feel like his music gonna do something. I'm gonna go out on them and say Yak Yola.
Okay, Yakiola.
I'm
Shout out
pretty
to
sure.
Yakiola.
Yeah. I put him on there for my new class. Um.
That's 7.
Oh shit! This little nigga named Goldie.
Okay, where you from? I ain't never heard of
Lyrical
him.
content is on fucking Southwest, if I ain't mistaken.
Okay,
Little nigga lyrical content is on fucking Nas from Southwest.
okay.
Yeah, Nas, my nigga Nas, most wanted.
Mm-hmm.
The third member.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he's who I had my most adversarial battles with, man.
Yeah.
And there's so many, yo.
Got one more.
One more?
Yeah, because you said Spade, Mac, Ruck, Ab Lava, Buddha Bless, so, somebody else you said. What's his name? Um, you got one more. It's 9. You said when we go back and run the tape back, it's 9.
And my
You said
10th
me.
one, Philadelphia.
You said Goldie.
Yeah, I got you in there.
You said me, Goldie, Buddha Bless.
Oh, yeah. I would give him Chris,
Okay.
young Chris. I
Yeah.
got a tip to fucking share with him. I'm not gonna lie. And I was introduced to him before. I got introduced to him through Pooter Brown. See, me and Pooter Brown went to school together.
Right.
This before we were supposed to all get signed together.
Ain't no doubt.
We met with Dame Dash in Rittenhouse Square. Dame
Oh,
Dash
yo.
and Sadiq, shout out Sadiq and Roller. Yeah,
Oh.
see, we are. Yeah. She ain't even get into that. That was before. See, if we don't turn down that deal, state property don't even happen.
Mm. So who was a
It's
part
me
of
and
this?
my man Fur, Chris Neef, and Matt. Huh?
Oh, all right. You, Farilla, Chris, Neef, and Matt.
This when they exactly that was the front line that was gonna be to the rock. We met
Oh,
with Dame in Rittenhouse Square, and we was on
so
some
why?
Tukaki shit. Hmm?
Yo, I was cocky as shit.
Yup, they tried to give us a dime, and we was like, we got that shit in the crib. We was in the fucking 430 sitting on nickels, and we out of here. Old school was like, man, we out. Left them niggas right in Rittenhouse Square parking lot. Dame was like, whatever, let's do the deal. He like, yeah, let's sign. So we like, what the check gonna look like? Because we was so caught up in distribution, not knowing when you not no type of artist, you gotta build a rapport for somebody's coming to cut you a distributional check.
Yeah.
Nigga, you saying you can move units?
Well, move
When
them.
we supposed to just wore the jersey first, want a chip. Hmm?
Yeah, what I'm saying, like, nigga, you saying you can move units? Well, move them, cause you ain't proved yourself over here yet.
And we already think because we got our dough, this this bit of money over here, which ain't nothing to a corporate dollar, but when we earned it, had our, chest poked out, but not understanding what the combination could have done for our life. You know what I
Right.
mean? So cockiness played a big part in why we didn't do that. But yeah, if we agreed to that deal on that day, it would have been me, Chris Neef, and my man Fur. Rest
And
in
Matt.
peace. So yeah, that was a lot of things, a lot of decisions. Like that battle between Rocky and Cassidy
Hmm.
changed Cassidy's whole style.
Mm.
Cassidy had to change his whole style, which ultimately led to him getting signed by fucking what's this nigga name? Swiss Beats. Shout out to Swiss Beats. He don't get Swiss Beats don't get a Cassidy if Rocky don't chew his ass up at Broad Island and make him go change his style.
Mm.
This is why adversity was great for us.
Mm.
Because it makes character. So stop running from shit.
Mm.
whoever can hear this. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? You don't know what your decisions, decisions change lives in the good way and the bad way. That's what hip hop is missing, the actual core, because it was all about just the craft, the battling. You my man, Shady, nigga. We hot. Let's get on the track. I mean, you know I'm gonna tighten you up, nigga. You better bring your A game. Better bring your A game.
It's competition.
That's competition. You my guy. But when we get on the court, I'm gonna dunk on your ass.
You got
I ain't
to.
trying to hear you.
We slap hands all the way down the court.
As soon as we leave the game, we're gonna slap hands and go get
You want me to go get you something to drink?
Cause still sharp and still, homie. Why I'm not gonna want to? I like the spar. That's why I'm always in. I'm in a motherfucker. You see how we sparred as true warriors and gladiators of the craft, like Kimbo Slice used to do. He ain't got to rap. I'm gonna bust your shit up out here in these streets because this is what I do. Come on.
Hold on for 1 second.
And you can see boxers hug after a fight.
All right, so just for y'all to know, we had 2 hours and 3 minutes. I know at this point it's costing me way more to stay here than it is, to leave. So if y'all can support the Shady Show, hit the Cash App at Trendsetta Shady for my supporters in the UK, or just for people who use PayPal. Y'all can just use the email at trendsettersshady@gmail.com. Everything is scrolling across the bottom and stuck on the screen. Yeah, Hawk, when they get past 2 hours, bro, it started getting to like literally, I did the math, bro. It started getting to like probably like $100 every, literally, because I'm smoking weed, I'm using electric, I'm sitting here, I can't bust my place, so I start thinking about the money. Yeah, so
I would have left an hour ago, man. I'm appreciate you.
No, I wouldn't. Man. No, I sticks around, bro. I stuck around for different shit than this. So this story legendary right here. I don't even care if I gotta do a part 2 and a part 3 and a part 4 and a part forever. You feel what I'm saying? This shit legendary, bro. And I just want to tell you this, bro. Throughout all our years of knowing each other, it ain't never been no geographical shit. And you always been hitting me with the genuine love from forever, from a distance. And I've seen you take falls. I've seen you be up. I've seen you be down. Right now, and this is the healthiest I've seen you since I've met you. I'm be honest. I see your face clear. I don't really see like the conflict of trying to prove yourself. This ain't the Hawk I ran into in the jail. This ain't this ain't the Hawk I ran into at the club sound stage. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. There's a lot going on at that day. But it was a lot going on that day, bro. You had 2 bitches.
It was.
Shady, what's up? Oh, my bad. Oops.
You had gained so much weight. I didn't know. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, got my bitches with me. I'm like, this big motherfucker, man.
You like, hey, what's up, baby?
What's going on? This is my man. Yeah.
54 for
Nah, man, it's always you, my soul brother, man. Yeah, man.
If it wasn't for 52nd of the land, and I'm gonna tell you how. I met my man Aki in jail at Pitt. When I came home from jail, Aki introduced me to my baby mom. From there, I was able to have a son. And Aki was for 52nd of Delancey. So without 52nd of Delancey, Shady wouldn't have a son. Real shit. You know what I mean?
Delancey, man. Got my man Shady, his first baby. But that always somewhere in the mix, ain't we?
All right, but bro, like G shit, just seeing you happy, seeing you motivated, seeing you moving, seeing where you at right now, like it's way different than even from a year ago. Because me and you been in some bad places. We've been in some places, that people
some dark places, man.
People even thinking it's drugs and they don't know it's stress. They can't identify. They thinking it's drugs making us look bad. They thinking it's this, that, and the third. Ain't nothing. I smoke weed all day. I look good, baby. You know what I mean? I know what's up with me. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with you. I know what's up with me. You feel what I'm saying? But it don't be the drugs. It really be the stress. It was the stress that was killing us, man. What changed, bro? because something changed. I ain't talked to you in a minute, and I'm seeing you actually today and now for like the first time in like 3 months. And so, like, what changed?
Um, just my outlook, man. Really like in short, letting go, man, of a lot. You dig what I'm saying? Like for myself, the battle will always be within, and people don't realize that. Like you just said, like the hard times and the dark nights, man. Sometimes you got to go all the way in your darkest element to find your light. You
Mm-hmm,
know what I mean? And I had to go into the dark to shine through. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
Reinvent myself, rebuild myself because the attitude and the core of me wasn't gonna get me where I need to be. You know what I mean? It wasn't gonna get you the Shady show. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? Those elements that you had with you know what I mean? And I recognize your growth too. You know what I mean? We both come along. We got a long ass way to go.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why even when we do have shortcomings, I still respect it because we seeing less of them. And people got to recognize that we human, you know what I mean? So for me, it was just that and what you do, you know what I mean? Just, you gotta let go, man. You know what I mean? And then find happiness.
And no doubt.
So,
Wow. Now, Lord protect you and protect me also. I mean, protect us both and forgive us for the things people
man,
talk about us and make us better than what people think.
inshallah.
And, I want to say this, Hawk, man. I love you. I'm always gonna have a platform for you. So I'm gonna cut the tape short right here myself, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the screen. Don't go nowhere. This is your platform right now to be able to talk to the people and for you to be able to get your shit off your chest. All right, because I
Do
do a
they
lot of
want to hear me?
yeah, man. I do a lot of interjecting, man. So you got the floor, all right, bro.
All right, nigga. I mean, I don't even really know, man. It's all about building and reinventing yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Being a better you today than you were yesterday. And really just striving and loving life. You dig what I'm saying? You take the good with the bad, and you ain't got to react to everything that you kind of come in contact with. You dig what I'm saying? So, other than that, this shit just about the element of success within, because the money is already there for everybody. You know what I mean? The checks is already cashed. All everybody else got to do is get to the position they got to be. So,
Ain't no
and
doubt,
that's
bro.
it.
Hey, listen, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I thank you for coming up to the Shady Show, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Hawk on Instagram at International Hawk. It's right there. And the ticker is nameplate. Follow him on Instagram at International Hawk. Make sure y'all hit him up, asking for that music. He old school, so he'll send it right to you. You understand what I'm saying? So if it ain't everywhere, but it's somewhere, it might not be everywhere, but it's somewhere. Y'all make sure y'all get with him, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Hawk, I love you. Thank you for coming up
Love
on
you
the
too,
platform.
King.
Shout out to West Philly.
Appreciate you for having me, man. I'm excited, man.
Man.
I'm fucking proud of you, man.
Hey,
I
we gonna win, bro.
love you, man.
I love
Facts.
you too. All right, all right. I'm ready to shut this
All
thing
right,
down,
King.
baby. All right, bro. Hey, you guys. I'm sorry I didn't even open up the call lines for you guys today, man. But the interview was it was hella dope, and I appreciate Hawk for coming through. I appreciate you guys for sticking it out. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm gonna really work on formatting the show to the point where it's an hour and 15 minutes for real, for real. I'm gonna do what I need to do. Y'all just make sure y'all tune in, man. Support the Shady Show, man. It get hard out here for a bam. No, like seriously, support the Shady Show. I'm gonna make sure I support y'all back. I'm in the process of I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. I believe in the Shady Show so much. It's not about y'all giving me y'all money. I got another business. I'm ready to sell my business. Yeah, I gotta sell my business because if I don't sell my business, I'm not going to be able to step to this program the way I need to step to this program. And if I don't do it the correct way, then my opportunities and my chances that's being created right in front of me through my own hard work is just going to go to waste and somebody just going to come up off me. So I'm going to just go all the way in 110%, and I'm going to go all the way in as an artist and as an entertainer. And y'all going to see a difference. And I want y'all to know I'm going to bank on myself more than anything. So y'all stick around, y'all stay around for the movie, man. You know what I mean? Watch the movie. You know what I mean? Stick around for the movie. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cheese.